Hello everyone, this is Connie from Points of Light Crystal Mineral Gallery, Asheville, North Carolina. Wanted to say happy holidays. Thank you for everyone who has supported us over the years. Thought we would make a video and give everyone an opportunity to see inventory that is currently in the store. This is a winter 2022 video. There's a lot of things that are online, but there's also a lot of beautiful crystals that are not online at this time. So take a look, enjoy. If you have any questions, you can call us in the store, or you can contact us on our website, sales@pointsoflight.net, and also look at our website. You can order anything off of that, bigquartz.com. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Enjoy.
At Points of Light Crystals, we specialize in large quartz and amethyst, but we do carry crystals and minerals of all sizes. Here is a wall of some of our display pieces. Let's take a closer look. These are Uruguayan amethyst geodes. They are on custom metal stands. They are quite large, and their dark purple is natural. These have not been treated. Uruguay is known for their dark purple. Many of these have a polished edge, some more polished than others. We've got some rose quartz freeforms, amethyst ball. We always keep some malachite bears in stock. We love bears as we're in the mountains. We have some more malachite. A jade Kuan Yin, large pink zebra calcite spheres. They kind of look like an eye sometimes when they're polished. Malachite and chrysocolla specimens. We have our very large rose quartz flame, gem quality. Have a large Bolivian cluster on a custom stand. Some smaller fun pieces. We have some jade horses, azurite, malachite, chrysocolla spheres. These are a composite. Septarian nodule buffalo. So that was a solid septarian nodule specimen that they cut into a bison shape. Very large quartz crystal point on a light stand. A nice triangle-shaped amethyst geode with some polished coppers on the side. Here are some very large shungite sculptures, spheres, solid spheres, and what they call an energy pyramid, that specific cut. Has some copper sculptures on top. Multicolored fluorites, mainly green and purple. Here's a newer arrival. We have a giant amethyst geode heart. They took a nice flat amethyst geode and cut it. This is one of the best hearts we've ever had. The biggest for sure, and it's just nice and flat. Great display piece, certainly one of a kind. It's our orange calcite fish. Solid orange calcite. Have some Veracruz amethyst, Veracruz, Mexico. Always interesting, it grows in these kind of individual points on the matrix. And we'll finish this wall with a large amethyst geode. We call it the stingray because it somewhat looks like a stingray shape to us. It's on a custom stand as well. Continuing our back wall, we have our large heat-treated citrine geode. So as you all probably know, this started out as amethyst, and heat treating it turns it gold. Some people like it, some people would prefer that not be done. We think it's beautiful regardless. We have a large Girasol quartz bowl, several hundred pounds, solid. Here's a unique specimen. This is mangano calcite, pyrite, aragonite, manganese, quite fragile. It's pyrite on the bottom. The pink is the mangano calcite. We felt it needed a stand, so we had a custom stand built for it. Here's a newer arrival, amethyst geode on a pillow. It broke in an interesting shape. This is a quartz cluster from Peru. It has secondary growth. So the quartz points grew, and then all these little crystals grew kind of off the side. And then tucked in between the points, you'll find little bits of pyrite. Uruguay amethyst. This is a Bolivian amethyst on a custom stand. We're big fans of Bolivian amethyst, real big points. This is a chrysocolla and malachite specimen, quite large for us. It has several openings, so it's like a crystal cave. You can go inside and it's full of chrysocolla. Brazilian amethyst on stands, and this Uruguayan amethyst kind of looks like a bear to us. Kind of like that's the rear and that's the head of the bear, like a bear totem. I have a selection of Shiva Lingam river stones. These are river stones from India. Some have custom stands, some are going to be on a pillow. We maintain a selection of green onyx sculptures. Here's some green onyx obelisks and pyramids, and a nice amethyst geode right in the middle of them. This is our copper corner. We have some copper nuggets. Some are smooth, some are rough. We carry copper sculptures, like a solid copper pyramid. We usually have these copper splashes. This is molten copper that was splashed on the ground. Then they let it oxidize, or they make it oxidize green. Then they polish off the green selectively. Makes a nice piece of wall art. And we have one giant piece of splashed copper on our wall above this great Arkansas golden healer and Uruguay amethyst. We have copper slices. That would have been maybe a vein that they cut into a slice and polished. We have completely rough and natural copper pieces, always interesting for display. Sometimes partially polished. Sometimes they cut the bottom on them so they stand on the shelf. Bookends, and a few more nuggets. We have a selection of quartz crystal singing bowls. In between the bowls, we have some large green onyx bowls. They're for display only. And we have some very large desert rose specimens. Some people call these desert rose selenite. Quite fragile. This wall is primarily our clear quartz crystal wall. We do have a few other minerals mixed in with it. We have large clear quartz crystal points on light stands. They frequently have polished faces, but they are real quartz points. It's a large clear quartz flame. Probably the best quality quartz in the store. A mega sphere. A nice large clear quartz point. Copper specimen beside it. These Kuan Yins you're seeing are a type of Chinese jade, Dushan jade, painted in gold. Has some quartz spheres. Some are a little smoky. Some have rainbows. Occasionally we'll have some interesting sculptures like this large quartz dodecahedron. These are tall, clear quartz crystal points for display. Large malachite pyramids and a large malachite sphere. Clear quartz crystal flames, and this is the angel that watches over our store. More points, some very fine Arkansas quartz clusters. very nice clear points. Now we will highlight some of our bigger pieces. It's an amethyst geode with calcite crystals scattered all over it. And that's actually a little bit of rose quartz there. It's veering off into pink. Then we also have a very large rose quartz sphere. Very special piece. Here's another large amethyst geode. We set it down in front of our chairs. It has some calcite crystals on it as well. We have a large raw rose quartz chunk, several hundred pounds. Very cool just to have a big raw chunk of it. And here's a newer piece. This is a over 300-pound piece of float copper. So this is copper, would not have been embedded in rock, would have been loose. Probably got pulled out of a vein by a glacier. That's why they call it float copper. Partially polished, extremely heavy. Here's our corner. We usually keep a handful of crystal healing books. We have some large petrified wood pieces, a large rose quartz freeform, more petrified wood, amethyst and quartz petrified wood bowl. We'll keep sheets of selenite in stock. They're quite affordable. Now we'll take a look at some of our cases. Has some fun little malachite sculptures, cats, turtles, owls. These are amethyst points from Bahia, Brazil. Some are polished on the sides and some are totally rough on the sides. It's a giant malachite frog. These are some Vogel style wands. Not true Vogels, but cut in that style, made of amethyst. Fun little nephrite jade animals, very affordable, good little gifts. Labradorite hearts, pyrite hearts, amethyst hearts, polychrome jasper. Here's our little shungite section. We keep little pyramids, Merkabas, some raw pieces, usually some bracelets. We have some interesting pieces on the bottom shelf. Some of these are healing tools. Some of these can be worn as a pendant. We have two very large art pieces. They're composites of different crystals, animal fur, wood. This case is primarily malachite and our hearts, a few wands, polychrome jasper hearts, indigo gabbro hearts, flower agate, pyrite, malachite bowls, some polished malachite pieces that go nice in your hand, spheres, some more cats and turtles and hearts, a lot of frogs, malachite pyramids, and a nice malachite jewelry box, and then a handful of crystal healing wands. On this countertop we have some nice larger pieces. Very large green onyx sphere, some more Bolivian amethyst, several large natural quartz crystal points. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is apophyllite and stilbite. Another Bolivian amethyst cluster. So that's some fun little prisms, little stocking stuffer. Here's a newer piece. It's a very large piece of polished malachite. It would look nice standing up, but it's good laying down as well. More amethyst, different shapes. A very large solid copper ingot for copper collectors. And a very nice quartz crystal cluster. This countertop has more clusters, points, and spheres. Now we will do the left side case. We keep our crystal spheres on the bottom, all different minerals: selenite, indigo gabbro, lapis, common black opal. This is charoite. Pretty nice sized spheres. Moroccan amethyst, pink zebra calcites, Kambaba jasper. We aren't jewelry heavy, but we do keep a nice selection of pendants in. So most of these you'll need your own cord or chain. And then we keep a lot of bracelets in stock. Bracelets are fun and affordable. Very wide selection. Here's more Bahia amethyst points. Epidote specimens, one grape agate in the back. These guys up front are apopholites mixed with stilbite, green apopholite. We keep lots of little odds and ends, little fun specimens, polished shapes, chrysanthemum stones, points of different types of mineral, some nice preonites. Here's some more stilbites, hewlandites, apopholites from India. Some peridot, cavensites, little charoite corner. We love charoite here. More mixed minerals, fire opals, angelite, scalena, rubellite, pink tourmaline. We do have what they call the aura quartz, which are always man-altered. They vaporize metals and bond them on the surface. So titanium aura, what they're calling sunrise aura, blue sky aura, then over here is purple mist aura. We think they look cool, so we carry them. Some lapis. This is our little section for stones of the new consciousness. It's kind of a little niche within crystal healing. Carry a bunch of the different azestiolites. Healerite, rosophia. We have pendulums. Libyan gold tektites. These have become very popular recently. We have a lot of raw selenite from Utah. These are slabs. People like to lay them down and do crystal grids on them or clear other stones. We also have some selenite shapes. We currently have 3 amethyst cathedrals. The ones on the outside are sometimes referred to as angel wings because they're a matching pair. The center one is nice, naturally dark purple, and has lots of little calcites growing with it. So you can see the white calcite growing with the amethyst. This corner, nice geode. This is a special part of the store. This is a 1,000 pound natural quartz crystal point. This is from Brazil. Just under 1,000 pounds. That's a special piece as well. Stellar beam calcite from the Elmwood mine in Tennessee. In store, we also carry a nice selection of small pieces, starting at $1. We have probably 120 different kinds of small stones and tumbled stones. If you're trying to collect one of everything or you're on a budget, tumbled stones are the way to go. Probably one of the best selections of tumbled stones out there. We have lots of little fun things, a pretty good selection of palm stones, quartz angels, hearts, some raw amethyst, agates, angelites, celestites, different types of calcites, Most of these are under $10. We have a large selection of raw rose quartz. Most of these are under $15. And we'll finish our tour with the back wall. Have some coral, petrified wood pieces. That's a large selenite slab in the back. Mandatory salt lamps, more petrified wood, several large pieces of it. A lot of quartz clusters. We love quartz here. That's a big manganocalcite on that stand back there from Bulgaria. A couple green malachites mixed in. Here's some pyrite. They're on both sides of this epic quartz cluster from Arkansas. Double terminated. There's a lot going on with this piece. Amethyst of all size. See a green fluorite in the back corner. Lots of amethyst. That's our focus. Big piece of what they call cave calcite. Some pyrites. Another large quartz cluster surrounded by amethyst. Some hay copper sculptures. They take molten copper, drip it into a bale of hay. This is what's left. Those are all Bolivian amethyst points in the background. Aragonite star clusters with large green onyx spheres in the background. Some selenite quartz geodes, some green fluorite. Nice large blue calcites. These are quartz crystal clusters with iron oxide on the outside of them. More amethyst. Handful of blue chalcedonies. Some bookends made out of fossil and agate. So that just about wraps up our winter 2022 tour of the store. If you saw anything you liked, feel free to visit us at bigquartz.com or visit us in person in Asheville, North Carolina.